You think that as a woman ages, dating becomes easier or harder for her?
Harder. Harder but easier because we know what we like versus what we don't like.
So you have even higher standards as you age,
Absolutely.
but you are also going for the top tier guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, do you think that those top tier guys are going for women in your age category or younger women?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at what happens when men finally check out. Let's jump into it.
I'm gonna say it, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it. They don't make men like they used to. I'm gonna say it loud and proud.
Meanwhile, I have found that relationships work best when the man prioritizes the woman and the woman prioritizes herself.
I have found that taking relationship advice from stupid people makes relationships fall apart.
Modern women spent the last 15 years either mocking men, using men, or ignoring men outright. Then after they turn 30, they get desperate and try to shame those very same men into being with her. It is ridiculous.
It happened to me. I got my humbled at work last night. When I'm at work and I'm not dancing on the stage, I like to walk around the club and go mingle with customers. She just walk around the club and I'll find somebody and I'll be like, hey, would you like any company? And most of the time they say yeah. Like, who's gonna say no to free company, right? So anyway, I'm doing my rounds and I approach this guy and I'm like, hey, would you like any company? This man goes, no. No. I have never been rejected so point blank period to my face in front of everybody ever in my life.
We don't care.
Imagine the most humbling experience of your life happens because a man didn't want to pay you for a lap dance. And then to make it worse, she makes the story public as if that's supposed to solve anything. She has no idea how much worse it's going to get for her.
I'll probably delete this, but I'm feeling really scared. I wasn't looking to be alone at 48. I didn't get married to get divorced. I tried so much.
Women like this always try to make the marriage work, right? They claim to have worked hard and how they didn't want to get divorced, but in reality, they didn't actually try at all.
Like, I can't imagine being with anyone else. I mean, I can, but it could just be a fantasy because I'm really good at limerence. I'm really good at living in the positive, the what could be's. I don't know.
She can't imagine being with anyone else, and yet she divorced him after almost 20 years of marriage. There was clearly no real reason why she wanted the divorce. Someone just told her it would make her happier, and she just blindly agreed without so much as a second thought.
Whoever came up with this that your 40s are your new 20s, dead wrong. When I was in my 20s, I was engaged, having babies, getting married, I had a house, I had goals, I had a plan for my life. I'm 41, I've been divorced, single for years, can't keep a guy more than 2-3 weeks max. I have more money than sense, drink like a fish, and half the time, I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Even when these women do exactly what they're supposed to do, marry while they're young, start a family, and live a good life, they still find a way to be miserable, and they think the only way to fix it is to make things worse by completely destroying the world around them.
So how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Is that a real 6'2" or a man 6'2"?
You know, men, y'all add inches.
I'm not understanding what's going on here.
So did your doctor say that you were 6'2"?
Or did he say 5'11"?
So let's say I am 5'11".
Okay.
What are we talking about?
We want to know your height. Just answer the question.
Right.
If it's 6'2", it's 6'2".
I know, but I mean, I want to know like where we're going with this.
Well, one, she's a taller woman.
She is.
Correct. 6 feet.
These women wouldn't be able to tell the difference between 6'2" and 5'11", and yet they still feel like they have the right to ridicule a man for saying that he's lying about his height, and this is somehow supposed to make the man interested in dating them. It makes no sense.
And so she also loves to wear heels. So now we're adding a few inches.
6'3",
so,
6'4".
Is that something that, like some men are weird about that?
Oh, so your question is do I mind her height?
No. Our question is, how tall are you? It's really lighthearted. We were just asking how tall you are. That's it.
Okay, but it's the same answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not mad at it.
That wasn't lighthearted at all. The second he answered the question, they ripped into her by telling him that he's lying, so naturally he has to stick up for himself, and they act like he's somehow in the wrong, even though they're the ones being incredibly rude.
I'm gonna say it, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it. They don't make men like they used to. I'm gonna say it loud and proud, because tell me why men these days, they don't want to do an oil change. They don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to do anything. If Google doesn't know, babe, they don't know. Tell me why my dad knows every single thing to do with his hands.
It's because your dad was raised in a world that had an appreciation for masculinity. He was seen as valued for his skills and was encouraged to be skilled with his hands. Nowadays, that's seen as toxic masculinity. This is the world that you demanded, and now you're complaining about it.
I could ask my dad to literally build a bridge for me to get to the other side of the road. That man will do it within 1 hour. You ask a man this day and age, hey, can you tell me how to check my tire pressure? Yeah, let me Google that. What do you mean you have to Google it? What do you mean you have to Google it, man? What do you mean? You are a man. This is what you're built for, babe. This is what you're built for, and you don't even know how to check my tire pressure. Please. I'm sick of having men that don't know how to literally use their hands. I'm sick of it. Be a man!
It was all fun and games to relentlessly make fun of men for simply existing, so men left the women alone. But now that women need things, men are just lazy and need to be more manly, even though they said that manly men were toxic and violent. Make it make sense.
Where are we meeting the men that don't suck? Where are we finding them?
Where are all the good men at?
Where have all the good men gone?
Where are all the good men?
Where do I find the nice guy that wants a simple, healthy relationship?
Where are all the good men that don't cheat? Where are all the good men that still respect women to understand that they don't deserve to be played with, lied to, and manipulated? Where are all the good men that want to prioritize their family, their girlfriends, and the people around them that matter?
Those men are quite literally everywhere, but we were told that we were creepy, violent, broke, dusty, worthless, whatever word you want to use. They honestly expect us to just magically forget every single insult they threw over the last 2 decades simply because they are lonely.
Where are all the good men that know the sacrifice of a woman when she's at home with the kids or she's making a house a home and they appreciate it? Where are all the men that are happy to go to work every single day knowing that the home and the house that they built is because they sacrificed time away from their children? Where are all the good men that are trying to balance work, a romantic relationship, their kids, trying to do all the right things and still feel like they're falling short?
Those days are completely gone. Modern women want men who have the traditional behavior of a 1950s husband while they can just act however they want.
Where are all the good men that understand that women can be crazy, but you love them anyway? Where are all the good men that understand that things are not always going to be easy, but they're not going to go out and cheat or be out in the club to fill their ego instead of making it work within their relationship? Where are all the good men that still have integrity? They do exactly what they say they're going to do and they never fall short. Where are these men? Because according to women, there are no good ones left.
There are plenty of good men out there, but a lot of them don't fit the bonkers standards that these women set for men. And because we don't meet those standards, our integrity, loyalty, and trust doesn't count. They'll just see us as bad people based on attraction alone.
I really don't mean to be a brat, but it's like, when is it going to be my time? Like, I am independent and strong. I'd like to think I have it pretty much together. Like, I'd like to say that I am pretty beautiful. But one thing about me, your girl can't get a man for her life. Her life! I'm tired and I just want to sleep next to my man. I want to read my book next to my man, make my coffee, drink it next to my man, and not go out to the clubs anymore. Like, what the f do I have to do to secure the man? Let me know. Stop gatekeeping.
She could have had all of those things if she played within her league and didn't spend her prime years celebrating the things that make you an average adult in modern society. She made her choices, and men don't have to be with a woman who thinks that independence is a selling point for her personality.
People are currently very upset after finding out who won the 2025 Man of the Year award. So for those of you that don't know, every single year GQ hands out an award for the Man of the Year. They've been doing this for many years now, and well, of course, they decided to do it once again for the year 2025. Now there's a lot of men out there that definitely could have won this award, but the person that ended up winning it was actually Cynthia Erivo. Yeah, definitely a interesting choice, that is for sure. I was expecting someone like maybe like Tom Holland or something like that, but
for some reason, a publication known as Gentleman's Quarterly decided that the only person worthy of being called Man of the Year is an actress who's been having emotionally erratic moments with Ariana Grande. The virtue signaling knows no bounds with these things.
No, Cynthia Erivo really did end up winning the 2025 Man of the Year award. A lot of people just really feel like this was not the correct option for the person winning the 2025 Man of the Year award, and just feel like, you know, someone else definitely should have won it besides Cynthia Erivo. So definitely a very interesting situation to say the least, and I'm just really curious to know your thoughts about all of this.
It is a clear-cut message. Men are not allowed to have their own spaces in any capacity. Anything a man has for himself is considered toxic and problematic, and far too much time, energy, and money has been dedicated to reminding the planet of this lunacy. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.